Hi everyone, welcome back to The Shelves Have Eyes. I'm Phantom, and today we will be continuing with our Cavalcade of Constructicons for Unboxing Day 2025 with Studio Series Constructicon Scavenger. Scavenger is the fourth piece to Devastator, the fourth piece to be released. He is, we're going to have some problems with this. Okay, first of all, getting this out of the way, I actually don't have a lot of problems with his proportions, which is actually strange for me to say, but the thinness of his torso is a little naff, but it's also okay. It doesn't bother me so much. I don't quite know why. His legs do. His legs, he's got the same problem as Bonecrusher. He's got the weird tread legs with the weird tread feet. These ones are better than Bonecrushers, I would say, just because it doesn't seem like they were as long as Bonecrushers. Also, the fact that they're purple kind of helps. His arms are very bodybuilder-esque, let's just say. He's definitely all about his arm day. His gun does come packaged separately in the package, and he does appear to be left-handed, which is very strange considering all the rest of the Constructicons have been right-handed. His head does not go up or down. It does not look up or down. It simply goes from side to side. I do like the detail on his face sculpt. It does match very nice with what he looked like in the cartoon and the comics, and what his original figure looked like as well. So, in terms of articulation, he has full range of motion. These are ball joints. He's got ball jointed elbows. Same problem with the huge void here where his fist goes in, but unlike other figures, his fist is not going anywhere. This is very sturdy. When it's out, it's out. He's got a huge crotch, apparently. These are ball jointed hips, which help with his articulation a lot. Once again, a standard joint here for his knee, and he's got the weird feet. Weird, whatever you want to call these feet. Silhouette-wise, everything is in line, but it does look, this backpack is a little silly looking. Particularly since it goes to the bottom of his crotch. And the fact that his entire figure seems to have his crotch weighted all the way down there, so his legs are a little short, his torso is a little long, his arms are a little stubby. Aside from that, he actually is okay. He actually is okay. He's got a fairly standard range of motions he can do as a modern style figure. So I don't really have much to say about this. I'm not really being blown away by this robot mode, but it's also doesn't make me as angry as Bonecrushers, oddly enough. I mean, it's definitely not the best that we've done so far. I mean, I would say probably Hook and Scrapper are the best so far. It's also not as good as Long Haul, just because his to be fair, his cartoon and comic proportions pretty much match this. So I can't say that they did something wrong here. It does look a little silly in 3 dimensions. Anyway, let's get this guy transformed and see what he looks like in vehicle mode. Alright, so here is Scavenger in his vehicle mode. And I gotta say, I'm actually not mad at this. Just like Bonecrusher, I really like the way the bottom of his vehicle mode looks. Everything comes together very smoothly. It's kind of like a nice overlapping pin system. I really like that a lot, actually. There's a huge gap here, and on this side, it's covered by his cab, but this side, there's just nothing. The excavation arm is very nice. It has very nice articulation, as you would expect. It folds up nice. It extends well. He can use this to see where Teletran 1 is from the cavern underneath the Ark in Mount St. Hilary. I wouldn't say that this is an absolute win, but I definitely like his vehicle mode more than I like his robot mode. In the broad scheme of the Constructicons we have opened so far, I would say he's 4th. Bonecrusher is still last. Dead last. Bonecrusher. This guy's probably 2nd last, and then Long Haul, and then Hook, and then Scrapper. I think I may like Scrapper slightly more than I liked Hook. But this vehicle mode is actually really nice. It looks the most like the construction vehicle it is supposed to be. In that case, I really like it. I don't like the fact that, unlike his original toy, the treads don't turn separate from the cab. But I think that this is a really nice looking figure in vehicle mode. I like how compact it is and how well it folds into itself. But I feel like those vehicle mode concessions were made because the robot mode has concessions made for the vehicle mode to be this good. Here we are. Number 5 in Studio Series 86, Devastator. Scavenger. And he does not really disappoint. I mean, I'm mildly disappointed, but not in a way that seems to be... I'm not angry at this figure. I understand why the figure looks the way it looks. I understand the reason why the figure transforms the way it does. It's not as bad, let's just say, as Combiner Wars Devastator, where every single robot mode was made huge concessions for the fact that they wanted Devastator to look correct. I like it. I think the purple really pops, and I think my greatest problem with Bonecrusher was simply he's all one color. He just looks like a lump of neon green plastic. He is a turd. This one actually has some color. It pops. I like it. So yeah, I think Scavenger beats him out. Not the best, but certainly not the worst of this series so far. Thank you very much for joining me for this 4th episode in our Cavalcade of Constructicons for Unboxing Day 2025. Stay tuned for the last video on individual Constructicons when we do Mixmaster, and then join me later on today for Devastator and a quick comparison between Studio Series Devastator and Combiner Wars Devastator. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoy this content, please think about liking the video and subscribing to the channel so you'll know when another video similar to this drops. Thank you very much for joining me once again. I've been Phantom. This has been The Shelves Have Eyes. Have a good day, y'all.
Unknown soul.